Hey there, Raquel here, and I want to talk to you just straight to the point about values. Values, right. After 2020, my values have shifted some, as did my cell phone. Sorry, I might be a little sideways, but you'll get the message. So my values have shifted some since 2021. I've gone in and I've had to just reflect and reassess some things. And this got me to thinking a lot about how are my values inspiring not just to myself, but to others? Because I don't think that values are solely ours, that they're just this governing principle that I live by, and it doesn't pertain to anyone else. I think just the opposite. I think that my values, while they're principles that are on the foundation of my personal and professional, but these values should really be used to, my goodness, really inspire other people, move people to action, be a positive force, positive impact in the workplace, just all of those things. Like, I just shouldn't be sitting on the values. So I thought this would be a great time to chat about it with you and see how you're feeling about your values. If one, you need to reassess them, and two, if you're really using them, or do you know how to use them to really inspire people, inspire the world. I mean, why not go for just inspiring the world? So one of the things I reflected on, I founded a leadership conference 11 years ago, and one of the things that made that conference so successful year after year, it was an annual event, it was volunteers. And these volunteers were not volunteering because they knew me. We got to know each other during the year of working together, but there was something in this conference that really pulled these mainly women to the forefront and said, yes, I'm going to sign up. And yes, I know we don't have a whole bunch of volunteers, so I might have a lot of work and it may feel like a part-time job, but I will sign up and I will see it through. And they were there. So there was so much heavy lifting, and some of this work I was learning along the way. So you know what that means. Like, you just have your head down all the time, and you not really, peeping up to see who's doing what well, who needs a little encouragement. You don't have the time, which is sad because that means the whole project suffers. But I was able to pull back 1 year because the help was so great that year. I was able to pull back and say, well, I want to know what inspired these people to join this leadership initiative. Why is it important? Does it have to do with a mother or grandmother who was in a leadership position? How do they want to advance their leadership moving forward in their own organizations? And it was just a fantastic idea to do that. But also, while they knew my vision, they weren't sure about me, the person, the values, what was important. So I had to really understand, Raquel, I want to feel good with this conference. I founded it 11 years ago. My name is on it, but equally important, I want the people who are working on it to feel good about it, to feel inspired about it, because that is how we're able to really inspire every attendee, every sponsor, every speaker. So that really shifted me as a person and how I work. So moving forward, if you want to know how to exhibit this type of behavior, well, one, your behavior should match your actions. So you're going to have to gel those two together and walk the walk. That's the simple way to exhibit your value and use it to, to inspire other people. You can think about if you're problem solving with a group, use your values as your talking points. You're not saying, oh, well, I value this, I value that. That can get pretty boring, and then it sounds like you're preaching, and nobody really wants us to be preaching all the time or listen to a preacher at work, right? You can certainly say, are we able to really provide education for new clients coming into our office, for our new hires, the onboarding process. How are we really informing them of our culture and some of our diversity and inclusion? So you hear all of those values in there. So you're just talking it through. And this way, when other folks are able to give their advice or opinion on it, now you're starting to hear about their values and how you might be able to inspire people through their own foundational principles. So that's just really one way to do it. But the most important thing that you can do is really walk the walk. Make sure that the behavior and the actions are aligned, and it should be pretty seamless moving forward. I hope this is helpful. It has been helpful to me. Please, I love to hear from you, so drop a comment, subscribe to my newsletter at RaquelEatman.com. I talk about being bold and taking big risks all the time. And also find me on YouTube and subscribe there. You can catch more little tutorial videos like this. I hope it's helpful. I hope you're well. And as always, continue to take great care of yourself and each other. I'll see you next time.